Welcome back, World Savers, to Let's Play Brave Story New Traveler. When we last left off, we learned how to make accessories, and Yuno decided to join our adventure to the tower where the goddess resides. So now we have to head towards the Grandera River crossing to get to Lyris, so let's make our way down there. Of course, like every other RPG that has an open world like this, we'll have encounter random battles along our way. Ooh, and we got some new enemies, roll snails. And we'll start by killing off the little one, because they generally tend to be weaker. Alright, so little one's in his shell. He does take reduced damage, but you know with the crit, go ahead and takes care of him. With that preemptive strike, we take no damage, thankfully. Now let's see if we can get this other one dead. He's going to go in his shell to take reduced damage as well. And since he's still alive, let's see if we can steal something from him. If Yuno doesn't kill him first. Never mind. Fantastic.
Where's the challenge?
We did not get any red snail shells, sadly, so we are still nowhere near getting the Brave Diagram completed. Continuing on, heading through the forest. Another new enemy, Flintbird. So, let's get rid of them. We'll start weakening the enemies first. Now, sadly, her bow won't do extra damage to flying enemies, but we'll have to make do. Yeah, he's not doing any damage to me either. Alright, Carrot Nibble, as you can see, he gets green health, so he does get some health back, but he still should be weak enough to where Tatsuya can take him out. Yep, no extra attack, sadly, so this battle will take a little bit longer than intended, but Yuno does score one. Go ahead and polish off this last Rabby. See what we get.
Where's the challenge?
Rabby Pelt and Wind Shards. A little bit of experience, which is always nice. Keep our levels growing. And we are just about at the river crossing. Alright, let's go to it. Excuse me. What do we have over here? We got some pots we can search. Fruit of Vitality. 10 Thames. Glisten Stone to sell. And Sorcery Diagram. Now, let's see what that Sorcery Diagram can offer us when we get to it. We need Pretty Black Stone and Light Shards. I should have started here next time. Which we have none of. But it does increase our wisdom, which for right now is completely useless for our characters. So let's talk to the only gentleman standing here. Can't go up the stairs, can't check what's in the door. Lyris is on the far side of the Grandera River. This is where we cross. Ah, customer. I can ferry you across the river for 10 Thames. What do you say? All aboard! Alright. We're ready to go across, and what's good is when you check that area there, if you haven't sold any items, haven't gotten any treasure chests with Thames in it, they do provide you the 10 Thames right here in case you need it. Which we do have, so let's go ahead and cross the river. Now, where would you two youngsters like yourselves to be off to? Or could you? Once we get across the river, we're going to travel all over Vision. My, that's quite a trip. How about I give you something special to kick off your travels? Really? Like what? You just have to wait till we cross the bank and see. Look, we're nearly there. Well, I'm not going to oppose free stuff, so thank you. Well, here we are. So what are you going to give us, mister? Come on, let's see. Ah, yes, wait there just a moment. Way to be impatient, you know. For you, young lady, as promised. The net. The birdcage. They are for goldfinch catching. It's all the rage right now, Vision, I'll have you know. Bird catching. Oh, trust me, it's great fun. You have to try it. I can't explain it in words. Well, now you better try, Vortis, especially after the last time. Oh, Ben. Well met, friend. We actually met an NPC looking just like him in Lanka as well, which is off screen. How are things in Noct? Kind of you to ask. I would say the folks there respond well to my guidance. Well, that's wonderful. Mister, who's your friend? Oh, this? Children is Ben. He's a dear friend of mine and a reputable member of SNOB. Yes, SNOB. The social network of bird lovers, of course. Ben, would you mind teaching these youngsters about bird catching? Not at all, but Vortis, as much as I applaud your hearty endorsement of bird catching, which is a noble endeavor, I must insist you make certain rules clear to the new catchers. We snobs love catching little darlings as much as the next man, and we would just love as to share that joy with every last person in Vision. But as you know, we regulate the sport so no harm comes to the little birdies. And yet, just the other day, a boy who claimed you told him about bird catching, why, he wreaked terrible havoc. Absolutely no regard for the rules at all. Ah, yes, I know. Funny, I was just about to explain the rules to these two. So, I wonder if that person they just referred to might be the traveler who came just before us. But then I saw you coming and decided to leave it to a wiser man like yourself. So, how does bird catching work? Okay, so this is another extra thing we can do in the game. During my other playthroughs, I never really dive into it that much because I never found a reason to. No, it's just time consuming. And I have been drafted by Yuno to continue on. Have a fun time. Oh, we shall. What is this place, sir? We call this the Goldfinch Grove. Goldfinch habitats are scattered across Vision. You'll need to find one if you want to catch the little darlings. I see, so we're going to do some bird catching in this forest. Correct. Home sweet home for many a goldfinch. A goldfinch, is that what you call the cute little bird next to you? Precisely. Now then, before you start bird catching, let me go over the basics with you. Swing your net, scatter bird feed, quit. Try to catch as many goldfinches as you can within the time limit. Birds grow in size when they feed, so don't make them too big to fit in your net. Once the hunting session is over, the birds will catch will fuse into one. The size and color as you round it up determines your bird's abilities. Once your bird cage is full, you won't be able to catch any more. So let the birds you don't need go. Alright, get to catch some birds. Even though I really don't want to do this, I think I'll do this off screen. Alright guys, I did a little minigame I gave you. It's just you go around swinging your net, kind of like Ape Escape style. You catch your bird and get stats. What I did learn, because when I played this game originally, I didn't really read that part because the catching itself was very boring to me. But you can trade them to other members of SNOB for equipment. So I might have to look into that a little later. Welcome back. Did you have a good time bird catching? Absolutely not. Shut up, Yuno. Well, wonderful. By the by. Ben, did you tell them about bird brawling? No, not yet. Bird brawling? Oh! If you're going to teach them about it, could you do me a favor? What's that? Well, I love me a good bird brawl. As it turns out, I have brawls with a friend of mine at Lanka Forest all the time. I was supposed to meet him for a match today, but something else came up and I can't go. I see. So you want us to go and brawl in your stead. You read my mind. I certainly don't mind, but it's up to these two. And Yuno's going to forcefully volunteer me because we're still in tutorial areas. And she is quite the pushy lady friend. You are right, kind sir. Very well, if you've made up your mind, let's be off. Thanks, Ben. Enjoy the bird brawl. Oh, I can't wait. Neither can I. Now, who in the blazes are you? We're going to be the substitute bird brawlers. Vorta sent y'all in this place, and he wants me to walk these two through a bird brawl. That's the gist of it. Yes, sir. What do you say? Well, sure. You know how much I love bird brawling. Very well. Then give me a moment to explain the sport to them before you get started. Bird brawling, two parties put their birds against each other. White knuckle, earth-shaking, breathtaking, and unbearably cute battle royale. Once both opponents have all their goldfinches loose, and free-for-all begins. If a bird runs out of HP, it must leave the battlefield. Bar above the bird is its HP. First one to go down loses. The challenger loses by default if time runs out. Oh, we must cheer our birds on, apparently. Alright, as you can see, I'm very enthusiastic about this. It's going to be a great time. Yeah. Bring on the birds. Which, I only have one bird. Because I forgot I was going to need this. I know I wasn't trying to win. Good match. I could press quit and called it a day. Get a goldfinch feather. Bring on the birds. Once again, I never really did any of this. I'm not reading this because I'm literally skimming it at this point because I really won't be doing this at all either. And if I do, it'll all be stuff done off screen. How was the bird brawl? We lost. I hope you appreciate that. Many thanks, Ben. You and I get a drink sometime soon. Let's. Good luck, children, with your bird catching and brawling. Thanks for everything, Ben. Until next time. I'll tell you, you really saved my bacon by brawling my place, but I lost for you as well. Well, I'll hold you up no longer. Here, take this as a little thank you. Monster album. There we go. That's what I was looking for earlier. The monster album, whenever you beat a monster, it's going to show up there, and what they can drop for accessory crafting, which is great. So when we figure out what we need, we can just look in the monster album to find what monsters we need and where they spawn. Oh, I almost forgot. Lyris, sir. Lyris is a truly beautiful city, but might I suggest you pay Sakawa a visit. Just follow the river north. Sakawa is renowned for its seafood, best fish and vision, worth a stop if you have the time. Alright, so our new location is going north. Because there's something there we're gonna want. Ready, Tatsuya? Lyris or Sakawa? I don't care, but let's get moving. If I'm remembering the right place, that is. I could be completely whiffing where I need to go next. But that's part of the adventure. Of course, we'll check the pots for extra items. A sleeping bag and a fruit of bravery. I think those fruits boost your stats. Get a bird cage, look at our birds as well. Monster album, so if you look at the Rablin. Habitat, cave trials, etc. And that's all I can drop. You got what you steal. Yeah, fruit of vitality slightly increases when I was at max HP, increases when I was max PP. One thing I don't like about myself is I am a hoarder when it comes to that stuff. I don't want to get rid of any of it. So we'll head up towards Sakawa. Probably fight a few baddies along the way, but that's no big deal. We got two new looking Rablins here. We got the Rablin Mage, and we've got the Rablin Warrior. Once again, there's still a piece of cake. They're still starting enemies. They're like goblins in this game, essentially is what they are. You know, should be able to take them out. Yep, with a crit especially. Get a little bit of XP. Maybe some glisten stones if we're lucky. There we go. Decent chunk of XP, and now we're at Sakawa. You there, keep the road, clear the road. Kikima and Turbo coming through. Whoa! That is a Darbaba, by the way. Whenever Yuno said earlier in the game about holy Darbabas. Oops, sorry about that, but I gotta deliver this or else I'm in for a tannin. Watch where you're going. You want to see if you can outrun my arrows, punk? Look at Tatsuya hiding behind the barrel. He knows what's up. Excuse my unladylike behavior. So this is Sakawa. Why don't we fish around for some clues, or better yet, for some fish? Stop being such a cat. Alright. So, we're in Sakawa. There's an inn. I'm going to put this here, get a speed diagram, talk to this gentleman here. Let's drop by the lodge for some fish. My cooking really hits the spot. In RPGs, you're supposed to talk to everybody in the city. A lot of them give you nothing useful to do. So, let's walk in here. I'm going to do a cut skip. When I find something important, you'll see me again. Alright guys, done talking to everyone in the village, grabbed everything I could from the jars around town, sold any glitz and stones I found out I had a cave to the west from a young kid. So let's go into the inn and get some food. Excuse me, can we get some fish? Howdy, have a seat. Here for lunch then? This morning's catch is fresh as can be. I'll whip you up something extra special. Hear that, Tatsuya? Ooh, I can't wait! Ah! Hey! Who ran into me this time? I'll rip them apart! Good luck, kid. I'm sorry! Get back here, Minos. You're gonna keep practicing till you get it right. Who is this guy? Stop bothering other customers and get back here. Sorry my boy got in your hair. We'll be on our way. Yikes, you're his father? Nice knowing you, kid. Back to work, Minos. Now. Godspeed to you, sir. My, I tell you, that Sagrath's a tough case. The big one, Sagrath? His son looked miserable. 'Cause he's here training. His pop's got the poor kid at it morning to night. No wonder the little Minos wants to take off. Wow, pretty strict. Yeah, compared to your parents who let you go with me just 'cause I'm a traveler. Alright, here you are. Sakawa's finest broiled bomba in liver sauce. Woohoo! Let's dig in! Ooh, that fish was filling! Ready to head to Lyris, Tatsuya? Oh, that's real ladylike. You're full of surprise, aren't you, today? Alright, if you need an inn, it's not free here anymore. It does take 10 Tems, which we really don't need to sleep right now. I have plenty of health, and Yuno does have a decent heal right now. So, let's head on out the city. Now, we have the option to go towards that cave since we found about it, but I don't want to get my butt handed to me. So next time on Let's Play Brave Story New Traveler, we're going to head south to Lyris. What are we going to find there? Don't know. You have to tune in next time to find out. Later, travelers. Peace.